What if I told you that you could land high ticket clients on LinkedIn without spending hours crafting the perfect post, constantly sending cold DMs, using paid ads, or endlessly scrolling on your feed for that next client? In this video, I'm going to reveal the laziest yet effective way to use LinkedIn as a coach, consultant, agency owner, or B2B founder and attract $10,000 plus clients. And the best part is, it only takes about 30 minutes a day to get this done. I'm going to share the 5 steps as part of my lazy yet wealthy business owner method. And I'm going to share a real world example of a past client through a case study. And lastly, I'm going to share a couple common pitfalls that you should avoid as you take on this journey. So stick around, because at the end of the video, you're going to get the full blueprint on how even the busiest entrepreneurs can implement this plan. And you're going to get a free goodie that I'm going to share throughout the video. Let's get into it. So we're implementing the laziest way to get high ticket clients on LinkedIn as a business owner. And we're going to do this without spending hours crafting that perfect post, sending cold DMs, paid ads, or scrolling, and scrolling. So let's get lazy. First and foremost, who am I? My name's Owen, and here's my LinkedIn profile. As you can see, I've helped hundreds of coaches, consultants, and business owners just like you transform their LinkedIn presence from a boring, bland digital business card into a client attracting machine. So go follow me on LinkedIn, because every single day I share value-packed posts to help you increase your authority on LinkedIn and get more clients. Now you might be thinking, but Owen, I have no more time. I'm a business owner. I'm talking to clients. I'm fulfilling product, etc., etc. I don't have time for a new social media strategy. But what if I told you that this method is designed specifically for busy professionals earning $10,000 a month or more who want to scale without sacrificing their precious time? Well, then you're in the right place if you want that, because today I'm pulling back the curtain on the exact system that's helped my clients land 4 to 5 to 6-figure deals using LinkedIn. I run a LinkedIn content agency where I help business owners optimize their profile, craft client attracting content with full graphic design, grow their audience, and book qualified calls for them. If at any moment during this video you feel that you're liking what you're hearing and you just don't have the bandwidth to actually implement what I'm sharing, even though this is the laziest way to do it, you can go to the link in the description, watch this video that you're watching here, and you can go ahead and apply to be one of our clients. Now, you have to have a proven offer, at least one case study, and making more than $15,000 a month for your business to be a good fit for us. Now, let's get to the goodies so we can work smarter and not harder on LinkedIn and gain high ticket clients. So first and foremost, let's ask the question about why LinkedIn. So before I get into the strategy, I want to talk about why LinkedIn is the golden ticket for high ticket client acquisition in today's world in 2024. Unlike other platforms, LinkedIn is where decision makers hang out. We're talking CEOs, founders, executives with buying power, and they are in pain looking for a solution, ideally the solution that you provide your clients. They're treating it like Facebook or Instagram, and that's why they're not seeing. The key is to position yourself as an industry leader, but in a way that doesn't eat up all your time. And that's exactly what we're going to cover today. So introducing the lazy yet wealthy business owner method. Let's break it down. There's 5 key steps. Step number 1 is profile optimization. Step number 2 is my scroll stopping content creation strategy. You need to be able to break up the scroll while someone is sifting through LinkedIn. Then you want to be developing cult-like engagement. Step number 4, we're going to dive into direct outreach techniques. And number 5 is lead nurturing. Each of these steps is designed to maximize your impact while minimizing your time investment. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to implement each and every one of them, because the beauty of this system is that once it's set up, it practically runs on autopilot. So step number 1, we need to optimize your LinkedIn profile. This is mine, so you can check it out. And I'm going to walk through what I have going on here and how you could do the same. So think of this as the foundation of your entire strategy. Your profile needs to do the selling for you, even when you're not online. I look at LinkedIn as literally the largest digital networking event where you can attend in your PJs. And I also see our profiles as your 24/7, 365 digital salesperson who's working for you nonstop and does not sleep. So if you put the foundation in place, just like building a house, if you could build the foundation to hold 3, 4, 5 stories of a building, the building will be able to thrive and you'll be able to reap the rewards that you're desiring. So get your profile right and you will communicate to prospects with ease what you do and have them wanting to work with you. So looking at the screen right here, you can see that I have a high quality and professional looking headshot with a brand color behind my face. That's step number one. Make sure that you have a great headshot that represents who you are with a nice smile or however way you want to position yourself, but make sure it's high quality. Step number two is your bio, is your professional headline. You want to use the formula. I help target audience achieve specific result without common pain point, or at least a variation of that. You can see that I help agency owners, coaches, and consultants join the top 1% on LinkedIn in 90 days to earn high ticket clients. I also have that I've been featured in Forbes, the amount of clients I've worked with, then an interesting component about who I am, that I'm a two-time Division One basketball conference champion that can add a little bit more life to my profile outside of business. Number three is you want to have a great header. Usually I like to use a thought-provoking question or something that's just clear about what you do. For me, I have turn your LinkedIn profile into a client attracting magnet. It emphasizes yet again what I'm all about. Yes, I'm someone who helps people build on LinkedIn, but I do it with the specific intention that we want to get more clients. We're not just doing it for followers or likes. We're doing it specifically to grow our business. So that's a specific person who wants to use LinkedIn in that way. And ideally, the reason why you're watching this video is you're a good fit for that too. And you can create a simple banner with a clear call to action using a tool like Canva. That's how I've made this presentation. Super simple, very affordable, and you can get it going in no time. The next piece, which I believe is such a crucial component that's going to help you reduce friction, and I'll explain what I mean by reducing friction in just a moment, is the featured section. Now, my template of how I like to use the featured section is having first a way to get on a call with you is the first step. Number two is your testimonials or news article or something that shows your authority. Three is a free training, and then four is a case study. Those are great components to put into your featured section that's going to increase your authority with your ideal prospects to know that you're the real deal. Now, what I mean by reducing friction is specifically putting a book a call link in this featured section. You don't want to create any barrier between someone getting in contact with you. If you have something to offer and someone wants it and they can't find a way to get in touch with you, that's going to cause friction and that's going to hurt your sales. So by putting book a call link in your features section is a way for you to reduce friction and get that ideal person to get on your calendar as soon as possible. The next component about your profile optimization is your about section. I would literally structure it as a sales page speaking to your ideal audience and share a little bit of backstory about who you are. You can see here's my example. I kind of talk about what I was doing before I got into business and how I made that transition. And then I give 3 clear ways on how I can help you so you can make the decision on how you best want to have access to me or how you want to take your next steps. So you want to have a good hook sentence. You want to have a good hook sentence. You want to share your unique value proposition, have some bullet points about key achievements or at least key clients that you've worked with that other people in the industry will know about, and then have a clear call to action towards the end. Quick pro tip is you could use AI tools like ChatGPT or Claude. If you ask me, I would recommend Claude over ChatGPT. I think it's a little bit more sophisticated to help you craft compelling copy. But always make sure to add your own personalized twist or on it afterwards. And remember, your profile should be speaking directly to your ideal high-ticket clients and showcase your expertise without being overly salesy. Step number 2 is all about content creation. And we're not just talking about content in general, we're talking about content that stops the scroll with your ICP. You want your ideal prospects to stop the scroll, read what you have to say, and then promote them to take an actual action on whatever you've shared. And this is where most people get stuck. So I'm going to show you how you can create engaging posts in minutes. And the key is to use content matrix. So here's how you start. Choose 4 to 5 core topics related to your expertise. Quick example, if you're a fitness coach, this could be in-gym workouts, nutrition, weight loss plans, muscle building, tactics, or daily habits on how you can build a better physique. Once you have those squared away, you want to have specific piece of content for each of those topics. You want to have a how-to post, you want to have a case study, you want to have an opinion post, and you want to have a listicle. So now you can have anywhere from 16 to 20 different pieces of content based off this content matrix. And I know creating content trips up a lot of people and it could slow them down. So here's my free giveaway for you. Here's 30 days of client attracting content templates so you can work smarter and not harder. You could spend less than an hour crafting the best content to plug and play your niche and your offer into the templates that you'll get if you go through the link in my description. You can also use AI to beef up these templates to add more ideas for yourself as well, and then simply add your personal touch and experiences. Aim to post at least 2 to 3 times per week. If you can muster up the courage and the energy to publish 5 times Monday through Friday, that would be my best advice. because overall, the secret sauce is consistency trumps perfection every time. Don't let your quality drop while shooting for quantity. And bonus tip, you could repurpose your content from other platforms. If you have blog posts, you could turn that into LinkedIn articles or short form LinkedIn posts. If you have a podcast or you've been on one, you could turn that into multiple posts as well. Again, we want to work smarter and not harder. And here's the most exciting part that's motivated me to create content for a long period of time, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. After you create a little bit of a content database over 3 months, for example, you have all this great content that you could then repurpose and literally post verbatim the exact post over again 6 months down the road. Now, why this is crucial is because one, you're going to grow your audience. So people that are joining your audience now have not seen that original post. And secondly, even the ones that did see it probably forgot and need to be reminded. So it's going to be a good post for them to see yet again. So after you kind of muster up the courage and get motivated to create that initial 3 months of content, fresh content, you'll be able to use that content yet again for months to come while you're creating new content. Before you know it, you're going to have more content than you know what to do with, especially ones that attract your clients. The next step is to develop cult-like engagement. Here's a quick screenshot of how I do it, and I'm going to explain what I mean by this in just a moment. Engagement is crucial, but it can be such a time sink to be commenting on other people's posts every single day. But you want to build a tribe on LinkedIn and find others that are at the same audience size as you so you could band together and join one another on your growth journey. But here's the lazy way to get engaged. Open up a Google Doc, find 10 to 30 people within your niche or an adjacent niche to engage with on a daily basis. Take their activity URL and hyperlink it under their name on a Google Doc. And each day, all you have to do is just click on their name very quickly, and you can go directly to their active posts and find the last one they pushed out and leave something genuine. Don't use emojis, don't use anything bland like good post. Actually contribute to the conversation and try to further the conversation along. So super quickly, I want to show you exactly what this is. So let's go to LinkedIn real quick on my account. Let's just say we go to John right here. All we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to his content. We're going to hit show all posts. And this is so key. Instead of grabbing someone's overall profile link, you're now going to take his URL up here, which / recent - activity / all. And I can see right here 5 hours ago he posted, and I can go ahead and like this and leave a comment when I'm ready. And every single day you could just hit that hyperlink text that you see on my example right here and be able to engage with those people on a very quick, lazy basis. And the goal is to appear omnipresent on LinkedIn without actually being glued to your screen. Because remember, quality over quantity. And it's better to have meaningful interactions with 50 potential clients than superficial engagements with 500 random connections. The next step is number 4. That's my direct outreach technique. And first and foremost, can never ever skip this step, but you gotta be human. Too many people are being salesy, they're sending crazy messages, and they're getting left on red. And worse, their name could be frowned upon within the same circles that you're in. So you want to be human first and foremost. Number 2, within that, you want to find common ground. Find where they went to college. Maybe you guys went to the same college, or you're a sports fan of that team and you could talk about that. Perhaps your kid goes to that college and you can hit it off there. Or you can simply go to their recent post and find something that was interesting that they said and give them your 2 cents or your own perspective on whatever they shared. While you find the common ground, you also want to expertise specific question, so you can further that conversation along and nurture them to become a client. You don't want to be salesy or lengthy, and you want to date before you marry. You're not going to go to a cocktail party, find the first guy or gal that you see, and ask them to marry you. That would be insane. You'd probably get a drink thrown in your face, and you'd probably get slapped. So why are people treating the same way on LinkedIn? You want to date before you marry. You want to nurture the relationship. The key here is to take your time. Be curious. Read their content, their profile. Don't try to copy and paste messages to move fast. You're only going to hurt your process more than anything. And do this 5 times a day. It doesn't have to take as much time as you might think. This approach will position you as a helpful and value-driven individual rather than salesy. The last step of my lazy yet wealthy business owner method is lead nurturing. This is where the magic happens, but it doesn't have to be time-consuming. Here's my streamlined approach. First, we got to be sending direct messages. We got to be on offense, not playing defense, not waiting for clients to come to us. And we need to be creating the conversations with our ideal ICP, with our ideal clients. Then you want to develop a simple lead tracking system and a tool like Notion. I still use Notion. I still think it's fantastic as a CRM. You want to be able to put all the contact information, interaction history, and next steps within one centralized place that you could share with your team or that could be saved and you could check at any moment to refresh your memory. The key here is honestly beyond the CRM. So, CRM is a customer relationship management software. But really, you should be developing a CRX, which is a customer relationship experience. And what I mean by that is you want to add little nuances of what someone might have told you. Maybe they just got a puppy. Maybe their kid just got into a college. You want to leave those notes in your CRX so that you can actually so that you can relate to them and you can bring up conversation you can't find anywhere else, but you remember from your specific conversation over LinkedIn DMs or even perhaps on a sales call. Then you want to have a database of valuable resources so you can be sending people these valued resources at whatever different stage they are in the buying process. You could have free guides, free training, small, low ticket paid products, higher ticket products. It doesn't matter. You should have all these things that you're developing over the time you're in business. Give to prospects to help them solve the problems that they're faced with at the current moment. Then you want to set up a basic email sequence to your CRM. So when people get into your lead magnets or your guides or your training, they're going to hear from you on autopilot through your email automation. You'll be able to work smarter and not harder. And then within there, you're going to book calls. You should be sharing your Calendly link within those emails so people can go ahead when they're ready to book a call with you and become a client. You want your content and automation through an email list to do the selling. And this is how you operate in a lazy, efficient way. You want to do the work to begin the conversation, but then pass off a free guide, training, or paid product that's going to help them solve the problem that they're currently faced with, and the rest can be automated. And then before you know it, you're staying top of mind with leads and you're getting calls booked on your calendar completely on autopilot. And this begins with posting consistent content, having your profile optimized, positioning yourself as a go-to expert in your field, and then you'll watch those calls be booked because you're following the right cadence as I've outlined in this last step, step number 5. Now, I'd love to share a quick case study of how we worked with Dan, a business consultant and best-selling author, who implemented this lazy LinkedIn strategy. At first, he was skeptical and he thought that the process was just too simple to be that effective. But within 30 days, he enrolled 30 new members into his monthly subscription and added over $13,000 in ARR. He landed 2 major consulting deals valued at $50,000. We grew his LinkedIn following by 10.5%, and he increased his post impressions by over 1,144%. He had this to say about the experience. I was looking to create more signal and less noise with Owen. I turned my brain into a consistent machine of quality content, and I've seen very good measurable results that have made me very happy. It's exactly the kind of partnership every thought leader or content creator should aim for. If you want to listen and watch the full interview I had with Dan, you can find that through the link in the description. You'll see this thumbnail, and you can learn how Dan added $70,000 of revenue to his business by implementing this exact framework I'm outlining in this video. And the best part about it all is he only spent about 30 minutes a day on LinkedIn, crafting the content, posting it, and doing some engagement, and everything else was pretty much on autopilot. His success came from trusting the process, consistently showing up, providing value through his scroll stopping content, and letting the system do the heavy lifting. Now, as we wrap up, I'd love to cover some common pitfalls to avoid that I've seen far too many fall into, and I don't want you to be the next one. You don't want to automate anything at first. People are so quick to start with automation because they think that they're working smarter, not harder. But really, what you're doing is you're taking away the human aspect of the whole process. Keep your direct messages personalized as well as you're manually sending messages. Number 2, avoid being overly salesy. Focus on providing value first, and again, date before you marry. The third pitfall to avoid is don't neglect your existing network. Depending on where you're at in your LinkedIn journey, you probably already have a lot of warm leads within your own network. This can be a great source of referrals and a great way to ignite relationships that you've been building over the years. Number 4, don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Building a brand takes time. Consistency is key. Yes, you can get some quick results like some of my clients have gotten and others that I know, but you want to be bought in for this long term, at least 6 months to a year, if not beyond. Your personal brand is your digital client attracting magnet, and you want to be fueling that every single day. And number 5, don't forget to analyze and adjust. As you're creating content, back to that content matrix. Whichever one you're seeing that resonates more with your ICP, create more of that. Go down that rabbit hole even deeper and know that that's the content that's bringing in the right leads for you. Then you might as well go back to the well and keep pushing those pieces of content forward. Because remember, the goal of the lazy method is to work smarter, not harder. It's about leveraging tools and systems to maximize your impact while minimizing your time investment. There you have it. That's the laziest way to leverage LinkedIn as a coach, consultant, agency owner, or B2B founder to attract high ticket clients as soon as you implement these steps. And if you're ready to take your LinkedIn game to the next level and you've realized, even though this is the lazy way to do it, you just don't have the bandwidth or time to implement, you can apply to work with our team. You can find the link below in the description, watch the video, check out the page, and then fill out the form to see if you're a good fit for our service. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos about how to use LinkedIn to further your business and get more high-ticket clients. And drop a comment below with your favorite and biggest takeaway that you learned in this video. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video.